Awesome. Hey, thank you guys for joining us back again. There's a short break. I am here with one of my good close friends, Josh Brock, and his wife, Jo. She's sitting over there. Josh is one of my fire brothers with Rowlett. He is also the association president and does a lot of good things for us guys at the station. So, hey, thank you all for coming to us hot outside and being out in the weather. So
you got it cooled off.
We did get it cooled off for you. So remember that. It's cool in here. If you would just kind of introduce yourself and where you get for living and all that good stuff, which I already said. But
sure. My name is Josh Brock. I do a lot of things for a living. One of which is I get to be the lead representative for our local association in Rowlett. So I'm a Rowlett firefighter paramedic, and been doing that for 12 years. And I also like to do just about everything else that I have time to pay for. So that's nonprofits. I love nonprofits. I love being involved in nonprofits. To working with firefighters on the issues of pay benefits.
things that are important.
Yeah, safety.
Yeah. Which is a big help. I've learned a lot from Josh. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've learned a lot of stuff that I did not know before. So a great asset to the brotherhood. So thank you for that.
For those that don't know, you also are a firefighter paramedic.
Yes, with Josh and all that.
Some people might not know that.
Yeah. I've been doing this since about 04, 05, so I've been doing this for a little bit as well too. So
We don't know who's watching. There's people out of the country watching.
Yeah. So I do that for a living as well. This is my fun job. Well, that's fun too. Wait a minute, that came out way wrong, didn't it? Chief, if you're listening, I didn't mean it like that. Yeah. So how did you first hear about Mission Regan? And I guess how did you hear about us? And then guys, how did that kind of partnership go with the COVID crisis?
Sure. So I actually first heard about Mission Regan through a mutual friend of ours years ago. And he was like, hey, there's this guy I know, good friends with Josh, and he takes medical supplies around the world. Well, that seems right up my alley. That's pretty sweet. And then it wasn't until, years later, 3 or 4 years later, that we hired you.
Yeah.
And then I actually got to put a face to this, nebulous guy that I've heard about. So that's really you are the reason I heard about Mission Regan more than just, hey, there's this guy that takes old medical supplies and new medical supplies and gives them to people that need them.
Yeah.
But when you got hired, that's when I really started learning about what you do, your mission behind the things that you do and where you go. So that's kind of where I heard about it. As far as partnering, you asked, I was thinking about this question, and it's, partnering is hard because I would assume a partnership is both sides, but really, like, you guys are taking the lead on helping us out in Rowlett, but the partnership comes through the relationship. Absolutely. So, joining with you in the mission of Mission Regan to take supplies around the world, locally, which I love. I know we've got tons of stories in Rowlett of where somebody's in need, and Mission Regan's been able to help them out.
Fire guys, brothers, or mothers, need walkers, and things like that.
Yeah.
And I know through the COVID, that was a big deal. Not just for Rowlett, but for all these front lines.
Right. So partnering through COVID, a specific supply that we needed, right? So there's a certain skill we need when somebody's needing help breathing. Well, when you do that, it kind of contaminates the air, right, in the next product. So there's a certain device that filters that air, and Mission Regan was able to find these items that we needed. And through the partnership with the association, I was able to help out the department with that.
Those items, when they were before COVID, they were like $3 a piece. They were at $80 a piece.
Yeah, that's the wild thing about COVID right now is that all these supplies that are needed have just shot through the roof.
It's crazy because we have these standing orders of things we're allowed to do in the back of an ambulance. Things that we would do on a regular basis we're not allowed to do. And through this it's a filter. Our medical director said, go ahead and use it. That's what we need. And because as a paramedic, being in the back of that ambulance, not being able to do something is one of the worst feelings in the world. That's our job. We take that risk. But we also have families, and we also have, you're one of our safety guys. You're right there at the head of it. And I know we're out of PPE there for a while, so our fire marshal came here and took a lot of the big yellow. I don't know if we've used them yet, but we've also had some suits that we gave. I kind of, I won't say hoarded them for the fire department, but I definitely hoarded them for the first responders. And I'm okay with that because I want to make sure that the frontline guys that are in the back of this small box are protected.
Yeah, and that's one thing I'll say too is the other things that you've provided us, right? So you read the news and you see that so many other organizations are short of supply, not having enough supplies, and I can say that Rowlett has really been great at keeping our frontline guys covered when it comes to PPE, and that's a lot of thanks to you guys here at Mission.
Well, I appreciate that. I just have a brain fart. Is that kosher on this?
I don't think you're supposed to say
Is that
fart
an age- is that
when
an
you're
age-
live all over the world, but whatever.
What? And we've been talking about this in the past, and I'm kind of going off script here, and that's but it's okay though. It's good.
Okay.
But we have talked about this in the past, and we've had a couple us going into people's homes. We get a first-hand glimpse of things they may need. So a lot of things people don't know Mission Regan has is we have our DME section over there where we dedicated this morning to my good friend Taylor. Wheelchairs, walkers, shower chairs, benches, hospital beds, like the hospice beds. We have those. We go into these homes and we see them in this need. And so what we're doing with local fire departments, and we're trying to do this, hopefully we'll be able to do this soon, is we'll have a card or whatever. We can give those to those individuals and say, hey, reach out to them. Because sometimes they don't know where to go because they've been turned down so many times from Medicaid and Medicare. But we see that, we're kind of like, man, I wish we do. I know I get that feeling. But now, hopefully, we'll be able to have that partnership to where you can just give them a card and then they can call or email and then we can get them that stuff. Because a lot of times we go to homes quite a bit because the stuff is broke down. And so that kind of helps all of us out. Would you agree with that?
100%. Yeah.
And it's about, honestly, it's about doing stuff when no one's looking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be the one that always doing it. So we just put them on the rigs and then they just go get it. And then that person. And then the good thing, like I was telling people before, there are no requirements to Mission Regan. There are no hoops they have to jump through. They don't have to be qualified. If they need it, we have it. It's theirs. And we just want to take that burden off of people. And I think that is one of the differences that we are very proud of. Is we don't care who you are, what you come from, what you look like, who you worship. We don't care any of that stuff. We just want to love on you, give you what you need, and we follow up. And we're not one of those ones that just get to you and that's it. If it doesn't work or it's not what you need, we will try to get you what you need and make sure it works. And I think it's more about the relationships than about numbers. Oh, yeah. And it has to be all about the relationships. Because numbers are just numbers. I mean, if it's not about the relationships, then you're wasting time, in my opinion. And so I just, I hope that, we can continue to broaden our relationship with Rowlett. Not just the fire department, but the whole city, with the city council and whatever, because Rowlett's growing. And we've got we've got nursing homes and assisted livings, and there's a great need. So we just need to get the word out more.
I feel like you just gave me another job.
You're
But so, is there anything else that you would like to share, or anything that we missed, or I kind of went off script? But I think I'm just gonna throw this whole thing away, ladies.
Yeah, you should do it. Scripts are always good. Yeah, I mean, we're thankful for you guys.
Yeah.
You guys have really come through for us. Like I said, we've been one of the best protected cities.
I believe so. I agree.
Yeah, and I've heard stories of other cities that are struggling, especially in the beginning. Right, we tried to get supplies in, and all of a sudden it was at this price, and now it's at this price.
Yeah.
So you're talking about these are now becoming big budget items.
Yeah.
It's just a mess.
Yeah, and you talk about all these other departments getting covered right away off the bat.
Yeah.
And we're going knock on wood. And so, and that goes to the leadership and your role as the associate president to make sure that we're protected. And so for that, we thank you for that. I think that's it. Our goal today is to reach 25,000. So if you guys are online, please partner with us. Please pray about partnering with us. You can do the box project, any of that stuff as well, and reach out to us if there's something that you need. We've got it. We can set up time to pick it up or deliver it. We take things as well if someone passes away. That's another big thing about Mission Regan is a lot of times when someone passes away, they don't know what to do with those things. Nobody really comes and picks them up. Well, we take that burden off too. So
Well, and there's one question on the printer statement.
Yeah,
I'd like to speak into.
Absolutely.
Since you're going off script, I'm going to bring us back to the script.
Thank you.
thank you for that.
Yeah. The last question was what I would say to a donor. If somebody was thinking
Yes,
about donating.
I'm not gonna say that.
So, you give to a nonprofit to see, because you believe in it, but you want to know that the nonprofit you're giving to is doing the work they say, right? And I'll say that from experience, Mission Regan does that. And number two is, and this is live stream, right?
Yes,
So,
sir.
so there's donors out there, right,
Mhm.
watching this. Yeah. So if you're a donor right now, y'all take credit cards, right?
Absolutely.
So if you're a donor out there and you have a credit card and it gets miles on airplanes, go ahead and pull that out and just shine it in front of your TV, right? So anytime you spend that, it gives you miles, right, on an airplane. So pull that out and donate it and collect those miles and then give these guys a call and go to Zambia with them
Absolutely.
or any other country they go to.
Yeah.
See the work that you're putting into.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Thank you.